So what's up with District 5? Because they're not a career district, clearly, but they sometimes seem like they're the most capital-friendly non-career district. And I think it's interesting because while we're dealing with a small sample size, there are some through lines shown to exist for districts even between games. The careers have that same broad strategy, teaming up with each other. 11 seems to not have a whole lot of interest in playing the Capitals game. 3 seems to like to use technology. And in Sunrise, 5 is the only non-career district to team up with the careers. All of the others are part of Haymitch's alliance, and I think that's the only time we hear of 5 being allies to anyone in the first place. In the 74th games, Foxface is just kind of doing her thing, and they're not part of the conspiracy in Catching Fire either. Not every district was, but that combination altogether is interesting, especially since we do see 2 career districts pushing back against the Capitol, and 4 is even part of the conspiracy. And I'm kind of wondering whether it's intentional, and that shows something about how District 5 tends to approach the games in a very flexible, pragmatic way. Because teaming up with the careers for the 50th games was not necessarily a bad move. It didn't work out. But that doesn't mean it was wrong based on the information they had. The careers were still the favorites going into that, and the fact that everybody else was against them meant that they would see allies from other districts as being much more valuable than they ever had previously. There's a rationale there, even if we don't like it because of where the characters we like are approaching this from. And Foxface is right to not look for allies. It's kind of like Wyrus says in Sunrise, allies are not always a good choice. I'd bet that that's especially true if you're not necessarily bringing something they can immediately identify as valuable to the table. Foxface gets very far in the games basically by being sneaky and smart. She steals food from the careers by remembering where the mines are, and when the feast is announced, she goes to the cornucopia and she hides. So when the backpacks come up, she can grab hers and go. And it's not just that she gets far without being a fighter. She's also managing to be near them without them noticing, because she has a pattern of taking food from other tributes. So yeah, I'm just wondering whether that says something about the broader approach of District 5.